taken by Mr. Gokul Ganapati. He is CEO and co-founder for Bot Minds. To introduce him in short, he has 18 plus years of experience mainly in enterprise applications and product development. He is fascinated by converting unstructured data into structured knowledge and further towards actionable insights. The first speaker for the day, please put your hands together for Mr. Gokul Ganapati.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Need help. This event, especially this topic, is kind of close to my heart because before Bot Minds, I'm in this journey with Bot Minds for the last 6-7 years. Before Bot Minds, actually, I was part of this BPM industry. I spent, I think, more than 2 years as an architect, trying to help one of the leading KPO to bring best practices or standardize the technologies and all. So it's super excited to share what I know, what I learned in the last 7 years as well. Okay, so the topic, empowering SMEs for next generation intelligent automation, right? So before getting into the topic, first of all, have you seen this photo? What are you seeing in this presentation? Have you seen this photo? Of course, I see. Okay, sorry. I see 1 or 2 answers. Maybe we can do a quick poll also. How many of you have seen this fantastic image? Maybe this is also a warm-up, just to bring you all into this Joseph polling and answering questions. So please, try this, scan this QR code, get to the poll. If not able to scan, please directly, type slido.com and you can enter Bot Minds. You will get the poll. Here it is. I started to get results. So the reason why I asked this image from James Webb telescope is something like the pinnacle of our human technological achievement, right? So we can able to see back 13 billion years and we can take a photograph of that genesis. So that is something awesome. We that shows our might, collective might, what we can do if we can we can put together our best of minds. Okay. Now, everyone is so excited about that image, talking about it, writing about it. All the people, closely monitoring science community and all, so excited. But, okay, I can see 70-30. Great, more people. Then it's. I'm so excited to introduce this phenomenal, image, phenomenal concept to all you guys. So please do have a look. Please search maybe after the session what's happening in that astronomy world, how big telescope we are able to set. Okay, let's come closer to our life. Okay, while that image embodies our technological advancement, there are a lot of problems closer to us need solution. Still, it takes few days for our underwriters to process and mortgage application form, or it takes 12 hours to 16 hours for a lease abstractor to completely abstract a lease document, or even the invoice data extraction not solved. The seemingly first problem for an RPA world is still account receivables. People are investing hundreds, thousands, millions to solve that data extraction from invoices, semi-structured, standard run-of-the-mill problem. So there are a lot of problems in our world closer to us that need solution. We all believe that intelligent automation COE can solve this for us, right? Or we can, we all believe we can adapt this next generation intelligent automation, we can get this problem solved. But this is my experience. I'm talking to people in a customer discovery calls or in a partner discussion. This is what I'm asking, right? First, nowadays, the first question is, do you have an intelligent automation COE? Right? I used to get different answers. I put together these 5 options. Maybe please go and answer. I'm going to, even this is a good survey for me to learn also, because I'm seeing more people after COVID. It's not that frequently, during COVID, it's not that frequent, I can get all these people in one place. So I like to see your answers. Most of the time, yep. Started happen, wow, AI in works. Okay, so that reminds this the noise. So noise cancellation is one great example for AI. Now, I see 15 people already answered. Thanks for participation. Exactly. This is the kind of answer I used to get even when I'm meeting one-on-one with people. They all have RPA COE, right? RPA is well established. Now 5 years back when I was starting, there is no word called RPA when I was starting BotMinds. Now people understand RPA well. They also have COE, and now they're thinking, okay, now RPA got rebranded as IPA. Okay, let me create IACA. That's also sometimes. But more and more people realize we need intelligent automation COE. Okay, and I can see a few people answered. We do have intelligent automation COE. But wherever you are in this spectrum, but one thing is clear. Okay, we'll come back to this slide if needed later. Please carry on, continue to answer. Wherever you are in this spectrum, okay, one thing is clear. Intelligent automation COE is getting the attention. It's getting enough attention because the breakthroughs happen in the AI last few years. In BotMinds, we used to say we are chasing the research happening in the intersection of deep learning and NLP. That's something like we used to proudly call always, still. But the kind of speed it goes, it's a breakneck speed. Lot of breakthroughs. Last 2 years, I used to say, the breakthroughs happened in 10 years, happened in 1 year, and then in 1 month, it's something like every day people are releasing like new models, new pre-trained model, new architectures. It's crazy breakthroughs happening. That means the kind of scenarios you can automate in an enterprise is suddenly explodes. Like when you add this magic of AI to the established automation practices, then that is phenomenal. That's what people realized. Okay, we have an RPA, we have a good practice about how to go about in automation, but now magically AI breakthroughs coming in. Okay, let's mix and match. Then this also happened parallelly. Enterprises started to adapt and accept automation with more open mind. It's okay, yes, automation, it takes some time, it needs some time, it needs collective, everyone should come together. All that initial hiccups removed now. There's more adaptation, more people accept automation as a practice. That's another thing happened. And then putting these two things together, a lot of breakthroughs, and people started to understand the automation importance, and the kind of use cases. Okay, so far RPA is doing only my peripheral automation, that is like limbs and nodes of the enterprise. What if that AI can automate a core process in my enterprise? The core SMEs in my enterprise, they are spending hours and hours, and that is the talent war I'm getting into. That is where I'm getting that all kind of non-standardization issue, all those issues. Hey, what if that core process where SMEs are involved, if that can be standardized, that can be created as a model, that can be replicated, you can unlock huge value. That's an aha moment for stakeholders or leaders in enterprise. Now, you also got a once-in-life opportunity to reimagine the process. That's another key thing why everyone got excited with this new intelligent automation COE. Because all the process, take any process in your enterprise or in your client's enterprise, the process got defined, how it should be done, the standard operating process some years back. It's pre-AI era. and also they started automating only the peripheral things. That process can be completely reimagined, completely re-engineered now. Because what you felt, even now RPA consulting companies go and identify processes and they will remove this 1, 2, 3 process. Even though you are spending too much of time, we cannot automate, there is a technology limitation, or we don't know how to automate. So let's go to the fourth one, where obviously invoices are there, let's automate invoice process. That's what's happening nowadays. Okay, now suddenly everyone realize, okay, a process where people are going through contracts can be automated. A process where people going through thousands of pages can be automated. That means it's no longer within that SME and only automate peripheral. You can re-engineer the entire process now, keeping that front and center, that automation, that is capturing human minds and converting that to the bot and bringing that to the forefront of the automation is possible now. That's what people realize. That's what happening. And more, at least last 1 year after pandemic, I will say, the discussion I am having with customers, these concepts resonates very well. When I say, okay, you can automate a process where you can go and get a web page from internet, and we can classify the page, and if that page is relevant to you, and we can extract, and then we can structure that, we can allow your people to verify, and then we can give you in a structured format, and we can make it directly into your dashboard powering database. That end-to-end automation we can do. When I used to say 1 year back, no one able to connect to it, but now they can able to connect because they realized, okay, those are the processes we have to automate now. So the process reimagination is another dimension that leads to this great excitement. Now, yes, lot of excitement, but one problem here. That's the only thing I wanted to talk in this keynote. All other things are just this lay of the land. This is one big problem. So far, this problem is not a big problem because the automation is only on the peripheral things. The process expert, the problem here is what I'm saying, right? Two type of personas. There are domain experts, then there is automation consultants. The domain experts who spent years and years in the particular domain, a particular process, they know in and out. And in your process, because in a KPO or in a BPM, there are people like I was talking lending or in a claims or in any process. There are subject matter experts. They spent enough years, and they are the one type of persona. And then we have automation consultants who are brought in to bring efficiency in the process. Like the automation consultants, I chose that word because this persona took different names over the period of years. RPA developer, AI engineer, data scientist, MLA engineer, and of late citizen developer. Lot of different names this particular persona took. But this is the biggest problem. In an enterprise process automation, this problem was there earlier also, last 5 years also, but it's not that big. It's an annoying problem so far, but never a problem that can derail the entire process automation. But now we are getting into core processes where stakes are higher. We need complete alignment. You cannot have a two different world. You cannot have domain experts working separately and our data scientists taking the training set, going and building a model and coming back and saying, okay, this is it. No, that cannot be the case. If you are setting up an intelligent automation COE, and please be mindful of this problem. If you are going with this seemingly simple problem, or which is simple problem earlier, this will derail the entire process automation. We have to merge these two worlds. I have only one suggestion here, maybe two. What is the simplest of the easiest of the thing you can do now immediately in the intelligent automation COE? You need one single tool or common tool for all in the COE. This may be very radical, or some people are doing. It's not like process expert doing their work in a completely different place, or an automation consultant doing in a studio, automation studio. They are creating bots and connecting dots. And no, that cannot be the case. You need one single tool for all in the COE. That's important. If you are able to achieve this, that's it. You don't have to train a process expert or domain expert to be an automation consultant, or you don't have to force feed a domain knowledge to an automation consultant. This can be easily achieved, right? So when you are selecting a common tool for all the people in the COE, keep in mind, because we are talking about AI, because you have to leverage AI breakthroughs, keep in mind that tool is AI first. It is coming from AI first world. The approaches for automation is AI first, not template based, not rule based, not simple. You have to ask whether that system can learn over a period of time and can bring more efficiency. That means AI first approach is important. Second, we are talking about a tool for SMEs, process experts. That means it should be no code platform. No code, absolutely, zero place in the platform to write a code. Then you need vertical integration. Vertical integration means the same platform, your data scientist or machine learning engineer can create a model. The same platform can go and get all the documents from web. The same platform can be used to do annotation. Same platform can be used to be a correction, verification interface, and many more. Your one single platform vertically integrated for all the needs. That's important. And then ensure you are not spending separate bot licenses, separate license for your BPM suite, no. Separate cost for workflow, no need. You need one single platform that has everything. You should not spend separately for bots. You should not spend separately for your, analytics dashboard. And if you can find a tool, obviously you know the answer, what it is. If you can find a tool where you can find all these four in one place, that will solve this two-world problem, because everyone will work on one platform and they will find empowered. That means SMEs will take center stage. SMEs will be empowered because they are no longer silos, they are no longer outside the automation initiatives. They are the one driving. They are the core of the intelligent automation. And they should be the one who are empowered to reimagine the process, not outside in. Because SMEs has the deep knowledge of the process. And they should say, okay, so far the process is bloated. So far the process is not efficient one. I know, but still I went for it because the technology has limitation. Now I can do, then I can reimagine. That's the power we have to do. And that is possible. That's what I wanted to say. Empower your SMEs to do that intelligent automation themselves. And it is possible if you can bring that automation consultants and SMEs to a level playing field, to a same common tool with all the four what I mentioned. That's possible. That's what the beauty. That's the true intelligent or next generation intelligent automation COE you should aim for in your enterprise. And today maybe you will learn a lot on those fronts, and you can take a lot of you can get a lot of takeaways to apply those things in your enterprises. All the best. Thank you.
Could we please have a bigger round of applause?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vora. Thank you, Mr. Ganapati.